Hello everyone out there, my name is Zoë Imani and you're watching my show, The Mood Board. The Mood Board is a show that I created recently to feature a particular aesthetic as it trails through various mediums and genres, whether that be music, fashion, entertainment, what have you. It also gives me the opportunity to share with you guys things that I'm liking throughout the month. I think this may be a monthly series or possibly bi-monthly. I'm not sure yet. If this goes well and it seems like people like it, I may have to carve out the time to do it bi-monthly, but we'll see. So the title of today's mood board is Mid-March. And yes, I know, very creative because it's mid-March. But I actually called it mid-March because I feel like this mood board conveys the feelings of mid-March. What I like about this mood board that I've created is it's not necessarily what you would expect, because normally when we think of March, we think of florals and pastels and the coming of spring. I've just been kind of sensing like these strong colors and bold aesthetics for March. And I'm going to start off by building the base of my aesthetic with colors. So the first color I featured is this color called Goldenrod. There are different shades of this color that people have been talking about, maybe like a slightly different hue. IAMKARENO referred to this color as mustard, and the Style Cult referred to this color as butterscotch. So it's taken many forms. I'm calling it goldenrod simply because it reminds me of the color in the Crayola coloring box called goldenrod. Another color that I'd like to talk about, I couldn't think of a better name for than navy, but it's not quite navy. So let me know in the comments below if you can think of a better name for this color, because I would say navy has a slight lean towards purple, whereas this color has a slight lean towards green, and it's a little bit more muted than navy, but I think it goes really well with the goldenrod that I featured. It's like a nice deep contrasting color. So the next color I would like to talk about is actually probably just a lighter shade of the navy I mentioned, and I like to call this color denim, and it's literally the color I'm wearing right now. I really like this shade. There's something like very strong about it, but at the same time, like this medium wash, I think is still light enough for springtime. So moving on from colors, I'd like to talk about patterns. And a pattern that I'm really loving this March is stripes. Normally when you think of March, like I said earlier, you think of florals. And so we see a lot of floral patterns around this time of year, but I'm actually really liking stripes and the nautical look. Even though I think nautical stripes are normally associated with summer, I'm really loving them this spring. And I think they go really well with the color palette that I've arranged, especially like the navy, like it goes really well. I really love that stripes can be dressed up or down. You can wear them as a bold, fun pattern, or you can wear like pinstripes on a button up and look incredibly professional. So the next category in this board is fashion, of course. I'm just going to talk about how I've incorporated these colors and patterns into my outfits this season. So this first outfit you see me wearing, it is a striped gray sweater, and the stripes are different colors, like a coral, navy, teal color, and I think they complement the goldenrod yellow really well. I've incorporated that color into an A-line button-up skirt that I have, and I've belted it with this brown fossil belt. And I think it breaks up the colors really well and accentuates my waistline. I've also tied a denim button-up shirt around my waist. I think it kind of makes this outfit a bit more casual. And I've tied it all together with some chunky platform sandals. I know I've kind of broken a rule with these since they're black and I have a brown belt on, but I think they're far enough apart that it doesn't really matter that much. And honestly, I think it's going to become trendy one day to pair colors like black and brown or black and navy or brown and khaki, and those things we're told not to do. So I did it. My makeup today is just kind of what I would normally wear, but the eyeshadow I have on is kind of like that goldenrod color, and I darkened the creases with a navy color that I had and kind of put that near my eyeliner. So that's that. And I went for like some casual buns on either side of my head. I just took my hair, folded it over in a bun, and like wrapped some hair around it, which is like why it has like the curly look all around, even though like I folded the hair over. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, I think it's kind of cute. The next outfit that I have is just a striped dress that I've been able to dress up and down. Right now, I think this is a more casual outfitting of this dress. Today, I've just kind of dressed it down with a denim jacket, and I have on the same black platform heels, but I think it can be dressed down even further by wearing some trainers with the dress, and I've kind of continued the stripe theme with some striped socks that I got from Japan. I like the bold stripes and colors and the contrast for now, rather than just rushing into the pastels and florals of spring. I think it gives a nice smoother transition from February to the end of March. So next I'm going to talk about some of my favorite music. Every song on this list is a Korean pop song, and if you guys have seen my self-portrait, you know that I listen to a lot of Korean pop music, so this is nothing really new. This is right down my alley, but I promise my next playlist will be a lot more diverse, but I would love to share these with you for now. So the first song in this playlist is Think About You by Lim Kim. Now, Lim Kim is one of my favorite Korean artists. I think now she kind of classifies as a K-pop artist, but she was definitely more indie back in the day, or like when I first started listening to her. I like her because she incorporates a lot of jazz vocals and riffs into her music. This music video in particular I really like because of the aspect ratio. It is the same aspect ratio as many smartphones, and I think it's like really forward thinking and futuristic to use this aspect ratio because a lot of people are viewing content on their smartphones, and I love that we can take advantage of the vertical space on phones and mobile devices. I think also this isn't really a music video, it's more of a live set that they filmed, and I really like the aesthetic and the colors. It's very warm and sunny, and she's wearing a striped button-up shirt. I think it gives off a very sophisticated vibe, but at the same time it kind of looks dressed down, and I really like that, and I think it goes with the mood of the set. I also really love the song. It's very chill, and you should definitely play it or listen to it when you're just trying to relax and have a chill day. It's kind of ideal study music. Next on the list we have Lean On Me by Soyu and Kwon Jung-yeol. I really like this song. I think it actually is probably better suited for autumn as it was released in September of 2015, so that makes sense. And the color palette is a bit deeper than the colors I mentioned today, and it includes like wine colors, but I think the overall feel of the song is very light and airy. The vocals are kind of fresh and give the sense of like springtime. So I think it can still work in transition. I really like this song. I really like the aesthetic and the music video, and I recommend that you check it out. Next song we have featured is by one of my favorite Korean artists, and that is Crush. I think Crush and Zoë have done a really good job of kind of maintaining the integrity of R&B music. Zoë and Crush have talked about like how much they respect African American music, and they really like it and enjoy it and listen to it. And I think that really shows in their music. There's a certain feeling that comes along with like African American music, and I think like it's obvious like when someone has really studied and listened to it, because I think they're better able to portray that in their music. So I feel like Crush and Zoë do a good job of respecting the art, and so that's why Crush is like one of my favorite Korean artists. So the song though that is featured is called Don't Forget, and it's actually featuring Taeyeon from Girls' Generation. And honestly, I was really surprised by this collaboration because Crush is kind of newly popular. He comes from the underground scene, whereas Taeyeon is like mega famous. She's from the most popular, or arguably the most popular girl group in South Korea, and one of the most popular girl groups in the world. So it was kind of like insane to hear that they collaborated, but their voices pair really well together. And I love this song. It's, again, kind of goes with the theme that I've been creating here, kind of light and airy. And the aesthetic of the music video is just beautiful. It seems to have been shot in Japan, and like it's winter time, and it's just so beautiful. I'm doing a terrible job of describing it, but you'll just have to see it for yourself. It kind of uses yellow and blue as complementary colors, and plays with that a lot in the music video. See the sun shining, but it's still winter time, so there's snow on the ground, and it really kind of plays with those warm and cool tones. So like I really love this music video. The aesthetic is just everything, so check it out. The next song in this playlist is Breathe by Lehigh. Now Lehigh just had a comeback, and I'm so here for it. Like, I really love her voice. I think she's another artist that I think really kind of maintains the integrity of the music. Like, I don't know, like I really love this comeback. She actually came out with another song that I'm loving that I may feature in my next mood board because it doesn't really go with this one. But her song Breathe, it kind of, again, light, airy. Her vocals are just effortless, and she does a lot of like runs and vocals that I just really love. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you check out this song as well as some of her other songs because Lehigh has an amazing voice. Last in my music playlist is 1Cm by Mamamoo. This song is so much fun. It's basically just talking about how the girl is 1 centimeter taller than the boy, and just kind of like his ego and his complex about that, and kind of making fun of like, you know, the fact that he's so insecure that, you know, he doesn't want her to wear high heels and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a really funny song, and I love the aesthetic. It has that goldenrod color in it, and it uses like some blues. So it really goes with this mood board. I don't know if they're using Satori per se in this music video, but I love the way they talk, and like they have these little breaks in the song where they kind of like talk and like tell the boy off and stuff, and like kind of poke fun at him. Like, I don't know, like, but I don't know what you would call the accent that they use, but I think it's something like I specifically heard like Koreans use when they're kind of trying to be a bit more like sassy and like, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I'm describing this well at all. If you've seen the music video, you know what I'm talking about though. But it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend that you check out the song. So, to kind of keep with the theme of like South Korean entertainment that I have going here, the two like film and television choices that I have picked out are dramas, Korean dramas. The first one is Cheese in the Trap. This drama is one of the best dramas I've seen, especially in its genre. It's kind of slice of life with like a hint of mystery and also a hint of comedy. The first like half of the drama, you just have like kind of this eerie feeling as you watch it, but everything's like so normal. Like, it's not like a horror or thriller or anything, but it's just like kind of certain characters and their development and like the mystery behind their actions. It just kind of gives you this slight feeling of discomfort, but that you really like you have to find out what's gonna happen next. And I feel like it's really great for like something that is kind of a slice of life, because I personally, like, I love slice of life. In film school, like, most of my scripts that I wrote were kind of slice of life. And, you know, I love films like The Breakfast Club and things like that just kind of focus in on the characters and their experiences and don't necessarily have this huge overarching plot. But I know a lot of people actually find that boring, and so I feel like this drama does a good job of kind of showing everyday life and being kind of a slice of life drama, but at the same time keeping viewers engaged with this kind of mystery aspect. And then like the romance is just so cute. Like, you guys just have to watch this drama. I highly recommend it, especially if you've never seen Korean dramas. I think this could be a good kind of introductory drama for a lot of people. So Cheese in the Trap, check it out. So the next drama I'm going to talk about is Descendants of the Sun. I actually have not seen, but I really want to see it because I've heard incredible reviews. Also, this drama was shot in its entirety before airing, which is like really rare for Korean dramas. Normally they just shoot a few episodes and then as it's airing they like film, and sometimes they don't finish like filming until the day before it airs because they try to get like viewer feedback and base the drama on that. I personally think a lot of dramas suffer from this method. It seemed like the plots aren't very well thought out. So I really love that this drama they didn't do that at all, that they filmed it all prior and, you know, had all the entire script written. Because of that, I think that's why it's really good. Also, Song Hye-kyo is in this drama, and I have not seen her in anything since That Winter the Wind Blows. You guys, That Winter the Wind Blows is one of my favorite dramas, hands down, of all time, if not my favorite. So I'd be really excited to see her in Descendants of the Sun. Unfortunately, this drama is only available in the US, to my knowledge anyway. Let me know if it's available somewhere else. It's only available on Viki, but you have to have Viki Pass, which is their subscription service, and I do not. I have a subscription service with Drama Fever, so I'm not about to dish out even more money to get a subscription service on Viki. Even though I like Viki, it's a great site, but like I just can't afford to do both. So I'm really disappointed, and I'm just kind of waiting for it to come out somewhere else. But if you have Viki Pass, or if you're looking into getting a subscription with them, I recommend you watch that drama and then tell me how it is, because I can't watch it. Those are like my two favorites right now. So I guess this kind of is still in film and television, but it's actually YouTube videos or YouTubers that I'm really liking right now. I mentioned them earlier, but the first one is IAMKARENO. Her aesthetic is, I love her aesthetic. It kind of reminds me of a lot of like smaller YouTubers that I watch who are like really like detailed in their editing and graphics. Like I've just noticed that there are a lot of small YouTubers who may not have the production value of some larger YouTubers, but they make up for it in like their editing and graphics, which are like amazing. And I feel like IAMKARENO, like she's really taken that aesthetic to the higher production level. So she uses a lot of this like same graphics and tools, but at the same time, like she has paper backdrops and she films in a studio. I really have been enjoying her aesthetic. There's one video in particular that I'd like to highlight in which she talked about the mustard color that I mentioned earlier, and I'll link that video somewhere on the screen, and I'll also have it in the description box. So I really recommend that you guys check her out. I'm sure you'll love her content as much as her aesthetic. The next YouTubers that I would like to highlight is The Style Cult. It's two twin sisters named Amanda and Julia, and they have formed this channel, and I love their aesthetic. Like they're so creative, and they use a lot of like graphics that they design themselves in their videos, and you can just tell like the special hand that they have in their videos. And also I would like to highlight one of their videos in particular, and that is their January favorites video, in which they talk about the color butterscotch. So I just feel like this color is making its way around YouTube, and lots of people are talking about it. It goes by a different name, but it's the same color. And yeah, I love their videos and the quality and the production that goes into it. So I really recommend that you browse their channel as well. There's so much to enjoy, especially if you like fashion and music and just art in general. They cover a lot of topics. So yeah, definitely check them out. So lastly, I'm just going to talk about some tech things. One of them is a website called Color Lovers, and it's what I use to create some of the patterns and graphics that are featured in this video. If you guys want a tutorial on how I did it, let me know below, because I can definitely work that out. It's just a website where you can create different color schemes and patterns from those color schemes, and play around with templates, and you can then download them for like say screensavers on your laptop or on your phone. It's just a really fun way to use color and customize colors for your daily life. The very last thing is what you see all around me. Some of you guys may be wondering how I did this, or how a lot of YouTubers do this. I wondered for a long time, and so I started asking, like just commenting on videos like, hey, how did you get these doodles and these different graphics? And a lot of people would tell me After Effects or some other software that I did not own, and that would be really expensive to purchase. And I was just kind of discouraged. I was like, how do I do that though? Like, I really want to do that. Or how to also make transparent graphics without using Photoshop. I finally figured it out just using default programs on my MacBook. And also I have Final Cut Pro editing software, but you could do this even if you didn't have Final Cut Pro, I believe, because it's mostly about making the graphic and then just bringing it into whatever editing software you have. So I think I'm going to do a tutorial on this as well, but I just wanted to feature it in this month's mood board because I'm so excited that I found out how to do this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the mood board. Let me know down below if there's maybe any other particular aesthetic or look or colors that you'd like me to feature. It could definitely help me with ideas, and that includes maybe music or anything, like any ideas that you have of something that could kind of inspire a mood board, because you know always have to find inspiration. So that's all for today. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.